Hi, welcome to Cherie's Weight Loss Journey. Today we're trying to make it a productive day. We had to rake up some leaves today. Oh my God, it was a lot of leaves, right? I had two great big pecan trees, and let me tell you, it was a lot of leaves. I already had my vitamins A, B, C, and D, and CoQ10. Fiber and collagen, and my protein mix, right? 45 grams of protein, okay? I had that this morning. I woke up early this morning, trying to convince myself that the stuff that I need to do is not overwhelming. Because I have a lot of things to do. I had to list them, so that I can tackle them one by one. I am on my way to the Tide laundromat because I don't want to buy and cart around the detergent, the softener, and the bleach. It is getting a lot cooler. I'm gonna try to wash the quilt that I had in the garage. I could probably have like 6 loads of laundry if I really put my mind to it, but I didn't want to put my mind to that. No, I did not. And so, anyway, I know the quilt thing will make me happy, right? To have a clean quilt, right? Clean sheets. Yeah, that'll make me happy. I did my lightweight exercises this morning, and I'm feeling pretty good, right? Because it's I guess it's like almost 4 o'clock, and it still hasn't rained yet, right? So the outside work I was trying to get done before it rained, I got it done before it rained. And I said then this afternoon, before it gets dark, I'm going to use that time to go to the laundromat, do a video, and yeah. So I'm going to go and see if I can get me a roll of quarters, and then go back here to this Tide laundromat, put my clothes in the wash, because it's totally automatic. It is totally automatic, right? And so yeah. And I even told myself, look, if you do 2 things today, if you rake up the leaves and you do your laundry, then you will have gotten a lot done. A lot. Right? And if you do a video, hell, you'll be on track. You'll be on track. So that was the goal, and we're managing the goal. One thing I'm going to tell you about my diet, right? Once I started incorporating dried fruit into my salads, it's like now I don't want to eat a salad unless it has not only some dried fruits, but enough dried fruits. And I'm serious. I would let a salad go to waste if it don't have some goodies in there, like some dried dates or some dried apples, or even some cran raisins. Yeah, being honest about it. I'm being honest. So, hold on. Okay, I decided to buy 2 rolls of quarters. I want to just understand why. Why somebody would park right here by the ATMs, right? And that's why, I felt it was like, who knows? I might be a crime solver if I find out that people's account had been hacked, they had utilized the ATM Monday afternoon around 5 p.m., 4 p.m., because he's just sitting there. And, yeah, too close to the ATM. But I got 2 rolls of quarters so I can go and do my wash. So I believe I'm going to have like 3 loads. A load of whites and then 2 loads of color. Which already to me is like a lot. It's like, how come I got so much laundry to do? Anyway, it is what it is. And because I've been such a productive person today, I'm going to actually have wings. I've been having wings marinate for a whole almost 2 days. And I'm gonna eat those today. I am going to eat some wings. I don't know what I'm gonna eat with it. I'll probably have a small salad. So maybe at some point I'm going to pick up some dried fruit to put in my salad. Because it's like I don't want to eat the salad unless I have some dried cran raisins or dates or some type of topper. Darn it. Just spoiled rotten. Just spoiled. But I'm still on track on my diet. Still on track. This way, that way. If there's a parking space over here, I'll take it. So, here's the thing. When you have so many people not at work and all of these people sleeping in cars and vans and stuff, it just blows your mind when you come across a van and you're trying to wonder, is this a homeless person looking for an opportunity? It's around Christmas time, and yeah, okay, well, we're not gonna worry about it. We're gonna go do our laundry. Hold on. Okay, so $14.50 for 2 large loads of clothes of whites and colors. If I had went to the smaller one, it probably only would cost me like $10. But then I think I would have had to use like maybe three of the smaller machines. But I only had to use 2 large machines. And I was quite pleased at that. Quite pleased. Yeah. So I wish I could like just go and take a walk, and then during the dry cycle, during the dry cycle, maybe go over there to Aldi's and get some salad toppers, right? But I really don't know any place to go walk. I'm gonna go down here and see if they have a place where we can get out and walk, where they, near Sam's Club and this soccer field. It would be too wet to walk around the soccer field, right? And I ain't trying to get my shoes dirty, my tennis shoes. No. I'm not trying to get them dirty. But I just didn't feel like walking the parking lot. It could mean that I ain't gonna be doing any kind of walk. Okay? Because I'm gonna tell you something. For real, I wanted to just go and get my salad toppers. That's what I really wanted to do. Because, if I'm gonna have some chicken wings and salad without any toppers, I could do it. Do I want to do it like that? Not really. You see, this is how I struggle with the things that I want, right? I be wanting things, and I struggle with the things that I want, right? Because ultimately, I don't need those things that I want. It's just something that I want. Okay? So, another thing that I woke up thinking about was, again, life coaches that victimize victims, right? I think it's an atrocity that they would do that, just to get money, right? Like, well, I just want you to know that you're in pain, and you have to know that you're in pain in order to eventually address how to heal your pain, right? And I kept trying to figure out, well, the best way, in my opinion, to help a victim overcome their pain of having survived, an attack against someone that violated them, is to speak on how wrong the violators are, to speak what universal laws were broken when these violators had attacked these other people. But I'm not seeing that, I'm not seeing that. And if you do see it, it spoke on so little that if you wasn't listening to every single word, you would miss the fact that they had even talked about the perpetrator. Right? So that's like, you know, pouring salt into a wound and saying, yes, the salt is going to help you heal, but it's going to burn. It's going to burn and it's going to be painful. And I'm trying to figure out, well, dang, we're an evolved society. We don't have to use salt, to cleanse our wounds today. We can actually use hydroperoxide. Hydroperoxide, that don't have no pain. Neosporin, it has no pain. Right? The fact that somebody would be like, well, let me pour some alcohol on that wound. What? Yeah. Bite on this stick so you don't scream. What? And I don't get it. Right? I don't get it. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, these people here definitely have sadistic tendencies. They love to inflict pain on people. And in my book, you're just as bad as the perpetrator. Only difference is you might at some point set them free. Right? But no, not if you gave them a discount read. If you gave them a discount read, you're not gonna set them free. Like, we ain't gonna give you the word that will heal you. And if anything I say, affected you, then you got some healing to do. It's like, what? Right? I'm almost to the point where I don't even want to listen to Tarot Land anymore. Right? Because of how sadistic, they're coming across. They're coming across very sadistic. That you don't know if they're worse than the actual person that perpetrated the pain. Right? Because some of these people, they're pulling stuff up from your childhood. Right? They're pulling things from your childhood. You've already compartmentalized those injuries that you sustained during your childhood. You've compartmentalized them. That's how come you were able to move on, at least to a certain degree. I guess I will go in here and see if we could do a small walk. At least we'll walk in this parking lot. I don't think I'm gonna walk in that muddy field over there. Not in my white tennis shoes. So yeah. At least I'll get a small walk on. Like, I'll go down to the end and back. And what time is it? 4:30. I probably got about 15 minutes to waste before I have to head back and then put my clothes in the dryer. Although I think it dries faster at this other location. Hold on. You better hold on. And here's part of the reason why I'm talking about this, because I watch tarot, and I'm watching tarot, and I'm like, okay, I'm clocking how many times they tell the victim that they've been victimized, right? So I'm watching, and they're like, oh, the reason why you're alone is because your heart has been broken. Okay. Right? Why is your heart broken? would be my next question. Why is your heart broken? But no, they go on to talk about the many ways that they could have possibly have broken your heart. And it's like, what? Right? Sometimes I'll fast forward to see, if we could like bypass, because, I already got the gist of, okay, heartbreak, you're by yourself, right? And then, because in the process, they'll try to tell you that, you're supposed to be in a relationship, right? Now I have a problem. I'm like, what do you mean I'm supposed to be in a relationship? The only time I feel like I'm supposed to be in a relationship is if I run across somebody that I feel a connection and a chemistry with. Not that I'm going to be sitting up here, hoping and wishing and longing, for somebody to keep me company. Right? Now, that might be something that you might do if you're a water sign. That might be something that you'll do if you're, a fire sign. Right? And here's another thing I don't like. They always try to make it seem like the Queen of Swords is cold. Right? And it's like, how dare you? How dare you call the smartest people on the planet cold? But they do. And they have no shame in calling somebody cold. Right? And if it would have came out reversed, the first thing they would have said, yes, this is a cold-hearted bitch. Right? As if people can't get mad. Or people can't defend themselves. So that's part of my disappointment when it comes to being in tarot land. Because it's so they have they've stereotyped definitions, and a lot of times in order to pique people's interest, especially here in America, it has to be something that's kind of wicked, evil, ratchet. That's the kind of stuff that people like to watch and listen to, and and they find it entertaining. Okay? And that's sad. That's sad. Right? While at the same time, encouraging people to sacrifice themselves, to appease these people that go out here and harm folks. Like, oh, you sacrifice yourself enough, your sacrifice, it might pay off. It might pay off. You might be the angelic cure for this person's evil ways. Right? So then that goes into, you can't heal another person. A person has to heal themselves. They have to want to heal themselves. They have to want to be a good person. Right? You're not going to have this fairy wand and sprinkle dust that you can put on them that's going to change them as a person. That's why they have all of these huge, consequences that help people see the reactions of their behaviors. Okay? So, yeah. Man, that sky over there looks wicked. Look at that sky. It looks wicked over there. Not so bad over here. But over here, it looks wicked. Wicked. So, yeah, up north, I think they got the rain. So, yeah. So, Tarot Land is perpetuating a lie. And the lie is that somebody can heal another person. Right? But first of all, people need to want to heal. And that might be the reason why they inflict the pain. Maybe they inflict the pain for that particular purpose right there. It's so that, okay, they're in pain. They're going to want some healing. So whether or not what they tell you works or not, because you want the healing, you're probably going to be put on a pathway to healing as a result of somebody inflicting pain upon you. Okay? So, yeah. That could be it. It could be it. Right? Once they put that salt and alcohol on your wound that you've lived with for, let me tell you something. If you lived with a wound for, 5 years, right? That's not a wound anymore. That's just a scar. So I don't even know how they're even getting away with them talking about, oh, you were raped as a child, or oh, you were neglected as a child. And here you are 40, 50 years old, damn near in the grave. And you're going to let somebody come along and tell you that you still need healing. Now, if you have been acting out ever since you got injured, that's a different story. But not so much for the people who are functioning. If you're functioning well, say after 5 years, and maybe, the thought of what happened to you might bring a tear to your eye, right? That you wished it could have been different. You wished, you had a functional family. You wished, you could have got along with your half brothers or step brothers and sisters. Yeah. But is that really something that's critical at this time of your life? Right? Just like right now, we had the holidays coming up. And there's a lot of people, longing for the traditional holiday. whatever that was for them, right? Just like they had wished for the traditional Thanksgiving, whatever that was for them, right? When I was growing up, people used to wish for, that Sunday dinner, at grandma's house, right? But longing for it and feeling injured by it, that's two different definitions, right? Just like having a wound is different from having a scar, right? There was this guy who had got shot and the bullet had lodged in his spine, right? And, because I don't know anything about it, I was like, oh my God, does that still hurt? And I'm like, maybe you should go to the doctor and see what they could do about it. And he appeased me and we went to the doctor. And the doctor had said, the bullet, is no longer a problem for him because the bone material had calcified all around the bullet. I was like, oh, so that's just the part of your skeleton now? And they're like, yeah, you could say that. And I was like, but I'm telling you, when I seen the x-ray of the bullet in his spine, that was the first time I seen it, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is serious. But it really wasn't serious. Right? Even a burn victim, after the few minutes of their nerves being severed, they don't feel any pain. It looks ugly, but they don't feel any pain. They can suffer, disease from infection. That would be a new pain, a new injury. But they won't be feeling the pain from the burn that they had sustained many years ago. Okay, hold on. So yeah, we have to stop letting people, cut us in places where we have suffered injury before and then tell us that that's an old wound. Okay? Which, that's what I think a lot of people in Terra Land is doing. They are cutting people in the same spot that they had been injured, and they're telling them, oh, well, the reason why that hurts is because, that's an old wound you had. It's like, what? What the hell? How can you say that? And I wish they would stop. I don't care if you do get $120 for a reading, $88 for, a reading, or $35 for answering a question. Hold on. And here's another thing I wanted to talk about. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was these young men. Well, one of the reasons why these older guys hang out with these younger dudes, these young men, right, is they try to get the younger men to get the young girls to party with them, and they'll supply the drugs and the alcohol and the stuff. And therefore, that's another way that these older men have access to the younger girls, right? And the younger girls, they go with these younger guys thinking that, these younger guys are not, they're harmless, right? Their organs haven't matured yet, period. Okay? They don't even know how to properly beat it up, do damage, right? However, their benefactor, their sponsor, which is an older man, is telling them that, hey, the more young girls you know, the better life that they'll provide them if they're able to be like a bottom bitch, right? What's a bottom bitch? A bottom bitch is a recruiter. Is a recruiter of hoes. That's what a bottom bitch does. They recruit hoes. So these young men essentially are buying into becoming a bottom bitch at a young age. That's why they feel like they're wealthy if they have access to an abundance of women or girls, specifically girls. I know a lot of people were trying to figure out, well, how does this tie in with the younger men? How does this tie in the younger men? How did the younger men get hooked into this, right? And the younger men, they know this after the fact. Hindsight is 20/20. Hindsight, they start seeing that, oh my gosh, their sponsor, their benefactor is now, talking to their friends, right? He had brought these girls to go party as friends, but the benefactor has now taken over, right? And he's telling them, look, I'll cut you off from anything that I've ever let you have, or that I promised you. If you don't, back off from me talking to this TLC, this tenderoni, right? And then the men are like, dang, now they don't even want the girl because they already know that this older man is going to abuse her. And she's not going to be any good, right? He could just give up the idea that, oh, maybe one day they could have grown up and, got their degrees and ended up married with kids. No, he can't even think like that no more. He sold out. Hold on. And the young girl don't know what hit them, right? Because their peer male counterpart, can't protect them against these grown men, won't protect them, because then they'll jeopardize whatever benefits that they were getting from this older guy. Plus, she's probably drugged. Okay? So yeah, I mean, if you think about it in those terms, then you will understand that this is where they came across the term, this is somebody that got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time and didn't know that that's what it was going to come to.
cuando empieza a escurrir la ropa, hasta que le haga masaje en el ojo. Mira, 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 mira. Cuando el ojo, porque le haga masaje, cuando vibra. Mira,
Okay, so another thing that I wanted to talk about was this this dialogue about men putting women on pedestals. Move, move. The pedestal mainly is performative, right? They put these women on pedestals only for a short period of time, so that once they know that, you know, they got a woman comfortable, right, where she lets her guards down, where she might even be thinking that, oh, she's with, you know, the love of her life, right? And he knows that this is only performative. So he's just waiting for the time that he could kick that pedestal out from under her, right? And this is how he knows that he has actually, you know, trapped her. Okay? Because if she continues to stay with him after he kicked the pedestal out from underneath her, then he feels as if he no longer has to be performative. He can now treat her any kind of way and apologize. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. And then turn around and do it again. Okay? This is something that, you know, men had on, you know, videos where they were teaching other men on how, you know, how to trap and keep a good woman, a woman that's probably out of their league, right? So you get with a woman that's out of your league, but you treat her well, and she's thinking, oh, you're a good guy. You know, you may not be in her league, but at least you're nice, you're sweet, you're doing all of these things for her, you know, and, you know, even though she might be looking for your flaws, you know, he already knows that he can't show any flaws during this performative time, right? He has to look like Mr. Perfect, or at least Mr. Perfect for right now. Okay? So people are seeing, oh my gosh, you know, this guy, he done bagged him, you know, a dime or a diamond in the rough, right? And she doesn't know that this guy is only performing. That's why he looks perfect. That's probably another reason why he can't be around every day, all day, consistently. Okay? He has to have reasons to be away from her. Reasons where, you know, he can go and be his real self without her seeing him like this. Okay, hold on. So, why are eggs so high around the holidays? Right? No angel eggs for you. Right? No deviled eggs, angels eggs for you, right? So anyway, I'm gonna close this video down, and that way when I get home I can just upload it, right? Because for real, you know, the cheapest eggs that I've seen so far have been at Aldi's, and they're almost $4, right? Almost $4. I was like, what? You know, I mean, I like eggs in my salad. You know, I mostly eat egg whites, any other time. But dang. I'm trying to figure out, what happened to the chickens? What happened to the chickens? Why are their eggs so expensive? Okay, I'm a little upset because my beautiful yellow sweat jacket is tarnished with blue. I don't know where the blue came from, but wherever it came from, my sweat jacket is no longer a bright yellow. It is not. And it really upset me because it was the only yellow that I really enjoyed wearing. And that was one of the reasons why I had not washed it, because I didn't want to wash it with the whites and fade the color, so I washed it with the colors. And then the colors bled onto the fucking yellow sweatsuit, and it made me mad. It made me mad. Okay? I mean, even though I paid $10 from Temu, it just became one of my favorites. It was one of the sweat coats that I could wear that actually made me feel bright and light and sunny and beautiful, right? I don't think the red one is going to give me that same feeling. However, I'm wondering if I could, dye it again, another yellow. But see, it's just going to be hard to match. It's going to be hard to match that yellow. So maybe I'll buy another t-shirt from Temu, because I do have to buy a smaller size of underwear. So maybe I'll find me a sweat jacket, a bright yellow sweat jacket, maybe even prettier than just plain yellow. Maybe it'll have a beautiful design on it. Who knows? But if I'm feeling like, because most of all my clothes are dark, right? I have four main colors in my wardrobe, right? Black, white, blue, and red. Those are my main colors that I have as far as clothes that I wear. That's why when I found a yellow sweat jacket that didn't make me feel uncomfortable, didn't make my skin tone turn a different shade of yellow, right? That color of yellow had actually complemented my shade of yellow. Okay, I ranted, right? I just finished washing and drying my clothes, and it has started to sprinkle. So I'm going to be back at home before it even has a chance to actually rain. So I got a lot accomplished, right? I hate that it was at the expense of my favorite yellow pullover hoodie. But so now I'm wondering, should I try to, I don't know, tie-dye it? Tie-dye with some other contrasting color. The only other color I would like to contrast with would be black, right? And I'll just be a bumblebee. Okay. Enough complaining about that. So if I still have the skins on the wings, then I'm gonna bake them. If I have the skin on the wings, I am actually going to fry it. Right? I haven't had any deep fried. Well, it ain't gonna be that deep, but I hadn't had fried food in a minute. I haven't had fried food in a minute. So I really don't need fried food. But the thought of having fried food is enchanting. It is enchanting. Yeah. It's wetting my whistle. I just have to wet my whistle. Yeah. Now I'm really gonna shut it down, okay? I'm gonna shut it down. And dang, my car smells good with all these clean clothes in the trunk. Yeah. So it cost me less than $20 for 3 loads of clothes. And part of the load was a king size comforter. And I don't feel bad about that at all, because the comforter got clean and it's fully dry. And yeah. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Marvelous. Okay. We got thunderstorms. You hear the thunder? And it's raining. It's raining. So I got a lot accomplished before the thunderstorm and the rain started happening. I could at least feel good about that, right? Leaves all picked up, clothes washed. Because I really thought that I would be washing clothes, watching the rain. But I was able to get a walk-in and everything. Yeah, got a walk-in and everything. So I could be happy about that. Yeah. See, this was the yellow. See how it's got these little spots on it? Right? And it's got like a blue stain up there. It's like, what? What the hell? Definitely gonna have to see if I can salvage I'll have to see if I can salvage that thing. Okay. Now I'm gonna stop talking about it.